Oh, hey, welcome back to Just the Tip with Riley. So today we're diving into a Did You Know segment, and our focus is about the clitoris. The clit is one of the most fascinating parts of the human anatomy. And today I want to shine a light on this often misunderstood magical erogenous zone. Despite popular thought, the clitoris is not just that pea-sized piece that sits between the labia. The clit is more like an iceberg, mostly visible beneath the surface, wrapping around the vaginal tunnel and extending out towards the thighs. The little part that we're seeing and feeling are just the tiny little glands grouped together, creating the head of the clitoris. The clit is made up of 18 distinct parts, a mixture of erectile tissue, muscles, bulbs, legs, and over 8,000 nerves. When erect, the clitoris can range anywhere from 7 to 12 centimeters in length and can swell by 50 to 300% when engorged. The clit is not a 0 to 100 situation, but as you draw closer to orgasm, it increases in size. The clitoris can actually form a penis and vice versa. In gender confirmation surgery, the clitoris can be enlarged with hormones to create a penis. And in other cases, the penile glands can be reduced in size to create a clitoris. The clitoris is truly forever young, as it never ages once it's matured. It retains the same physical power for the rest of a woman's life. So women have the same orgasmic magnitude at age 80 as they do as a teenager. It's also the only part of the human body, both sexes, that is only designed for pleasure. There's absolutely no function or need for it otherwise. The universe was good to us, ladies. Women truly are magical. I hope you guys found these facts as fascinating as I did. I mean, I'm a clitoris owner, and some of this information is new to me. I want to thank you patrons for joining me each and every Sunday for Just the Tip, and I'll see you next weekend. Bye, guys. Oh, hey guys, welcome back to Just the Tip. So today we're discussing dirty talk. It's a little bit taboo, and it doesn't come naturally to everyone, and that's okay. Some people actually can find it really uncomfortable to be verbal or vocal in their sex life. The fun thing about dirty talk is you can add or build up intensity. You can start really slow, and I'm going to give you some tips on how to do that. My first suggestion would be start off by texting or sexting. It's flirtatious. It builds up to your experience, and it can be very basic. Start off slow, like I said. So starting off slow would be something along the lines of, I can't wait till you come home tonight so I can take off all your clothes and kiss every inch of your body. It's very descriptive. It's arousing, and that's pretty basic, right? Or you can add intensity and maybe speak to your partner about, I'm dreaming about your big cock down my throat as I choke, drinking every ounce of you. Like, it's hot, guys. Come on. Now, once you're in the bedroom and you want to start incorporating this being verbal in your sex life, it's a good way to express your desires, your fantasies, things you think about, and it can just be descriptive words. You can be describing what your partner's doing to you or what you want them to do to you. So it could be even saying things like harder, faster, don't stop, things like that. That is dirty talk. And again, that's starting kind of slow and then build up in your intensity. Give your partner direct instructions while looking at them of what you sexually desire from them. So once you are doing this in person, something to add that intensity level would be something along the lines of like, they're having sex with you, they're fucking you, and you're like, harder, faster. I want you to pull out and come all over my ass and watch it drip down me. Like, that is hot, guys. Don't be afraid to get verbal in your sex life. Hearing is one of our senses, and as we've talked about before, use all 5 of your senses. So again, start off slow, build with intensity, and be verbal. Oh, hey guys, welcome back to Just the Tip with Riley. Today, we're talking about, and no, not blowjobs. We're talking about ejaculation and semen. Actually, you know what? I think I need to put my hair up for this one. So while most men equate swallowing to a devotion or a loyalty or love, it's not the case, guys. It comes down to taste and quality of semen. And I know most of you have heard before, you can improve the quality of your semen through your diet. You know, healthy diet, fruits and vegetables. You can also avoid things like alcohol or processed foods. But I have another tip for you. Ladies, this one's for you. When he's going to ejaculate, bring him deep enough in your throat that you avoid your taste buds completely. I think it's a brilliant idea. And I know most of you are probably thinking, well, I'm going to gag. I'm going to choke on his penis. No, there's lots of tips for like anti-gagging tips. And one I can give you that I heard years ago, I've practiced it, it actually works, is using this like soft pad of your hand. And while you're giving oral, push on it or push in circular motions. And I'm telling you, it works. I don't know if it's mind over matter, but regardless of, you can get him to the back of your throat and not have to taste his semen at all. Semen's actually packed with nutrients, zinc, potassium, calcium, to name a few, and it's anywhere from about 5 to 25 calories. So we don't have much to worry about here, ladies. Get swallowing. Some even say that the recipient of the semen is less likely to be depressed and overall a happier person. Not to mention there's less mess and less cleanup. I feel like swallowing is just the way to go here, but that's fine. There's personal choice and everyone has a preference. So if we're not going to swallow, what is the alternative? I'm really not a fan of spitting. I find it unattractive, just very unsexy and not ladylike. So again, this is just my tip, my personal preference and opinions. So I would say if they're not interested in swallowing, to actually remove the penis, have him come elsewhere, get him to the point he's about to orgasm and aim it where you will. They also say that semen is a great moisturizer, ladies. So rub it in after. I hope you enjoyed this tip. We'll see you next time. Oh, hey, welcome back to Just the Tip with Riley. So today's segment is a delicious one. I hope you're hungry, gentlemen. Today we're discussing DATY, going down, clam diving, eating pussy. So today's less of a tip and more of a topic with some surprising facts for all you cunnilinguists out there. The vagina is feminine, it's erotic, but it's also a fountain of youth. Eating pussy can actually improve digestive health, as the same bacteria exists in the vagina that does in kombucha and yogurt. The act of eating pussy can promote beard health, as testosterone levels increase. It can even be good for your skin. So gentlemen, this is one meal you don't have to worry about getting messy with. Because men have a fundamental desire to please women, it's beneficial for their emotional state and overall well-being. It's also healthy for men's hormones, as it brings them to a trance-like state or an erotic high. It can be one of the most important meals a man can take, thanks to the oxytocin and DHEA hormones that get released. Did I also mention it's good for men's heart health? So gentlemen, I say this with your health in mind. Eat pussy, eat it often, and enjoy. We'll see you next time on Just the Tip. Bye guys. Oh hey, welcome back to Just the Tip with Riley. So today we're diving into breath play, and this fascinating topic has two sides. There's the kink side and the tantric side. The tantric side focuses on synchronizing your breath, bodies, sexual energy, and connection, while the kink side is more focused on withholding breath or withholding oxygen flow to the blood. This can include smothering, ball gags, dom control, or face sitting. Both ends of the spectrum are powerful sexual tools and can lead to more intense orgasms. So in part one of our breath play segment, we're going to dive into the tantric side. Let's go, guys. Tantric breathwork is deeply powerful, intimacy enhancing, and can change you and your partner's sexual energy in minutes. Synchronizing you and your partner's breath and bodies is usually done face to face, where one partner's sitting straddled across the other with their legs wrapped around the waist. The base partner, or the structure of this, is usually the one with more masculine energy. So now you're nose to nose, chest to chest. Your chakras should all be aligned. After a few minutes, you and your partner's breath will actually start to sync on their own. The body wants to be in harmony. Couples will often put a hand over each other's heart, consciously focusing on the rhythm of their body. You can even yin and yang it. One partner's breathing out while the other's breathing in. This is more of an exchange rather than a balance. These techniques are often used in couples workshops. Even if it's non-sexual, sitting body to body, face to face automatically connects you. This powerful practice can intensify sexual connection while grounding you as a couple. Let's face it, guys, when the connection is off, the orgasms are harder to achieve. So this is a great practice for couples that are curious about sexual energy exchange. So join me back here next week, guys, where we jump into the kink side of breath play. We'll see you next week. Hey guys, welcome back to Just the Tip with Riley. Thanks for joining me again on part 2 of our breath play segment. Last week, we uncovered the tantric side of this fascinating topic. So today, let's take a peek behind the curtains on the basics of BDSM and breath play. Breath play involves the restriction of oxygen to increase erotic pleasure, or to intensify an orgasm or sexual experience. This is undoubtedly one of the most controversial areas of BDSM, as you're literally placing your life in your partner's hands. There are a variety of ways that people practice breath play, from withholding breath and oxygen to face sitting, smothering, ball gags, and dom control. I find face sitting hits multiple areas in kink. While it does restrict breathing, it also includes pheromones, scent, and taste. Breath play isn't just about the euphoric state while oxygen's being restricted, but more so when the pressure is released, which causes a huge rush of dopamine, serotonin, and endorphins, which can cause spine-tingling exhilaration. If you're thinking about experimenting with EA, erotic asphyxiation, you really need to be educated. This should start by learning the anatomy of the neck. You need to learn about the carotid artery, the arteries, and the trachea. You need to safely understand your limits of pressure and force. Learning the anatomy will also highlight the importance of proper hand placement, or where to place restraints, belts, or ties. For some people, EA is a deep fetish, and even if they aren't in an intimate relationship, they still want to dive in. This is known as auto-asphyxiation. Guys, in my opinion, solo breath play is simply not safe. Accidents happen, boundaries get pushed, and fail-safes often fail. A better strategy would be to see a professional sex worker or dom. Listen, for some, pain is pleasure and risk delivers reward. I can't stress enough, communication and education are absolutely needed if you want to dive into breath play. I hope you guys enjoyed this tip and play safe. I'll see you next time. Oh, hey, welcome back to Just the Tip with Riley. So today we're talking about lasting longer, the dreaded phrase, premature ejaculation. Premature ejaculation affects 1 in 3 men, so this is a topic we need to discuss, guys. So today, your personal wing girl Riley's back for your climax control program. This program is going to consist of 7 tips, and the 7th one, guys, being the top tier in my opinion, so stick around to the end. All right, so let's dive into these 7 tips for climax control. Let's go. Strengthen your pelvic floor muscles by doing Kegels. For those of you who don't know how to do that, next time you're in the bathroom, cut off the flow of urine, release it, and cut it off again. Now you know what muscles you're trying to isolate. Or stand in front of the bathroom mirror and try to bring your balls up right into your guts without using your hands. A side benefit to doing this is as you age, it's going to help you maintain bladder control. Don't approach sex with a failing mindset. Negative self-talk can quickly spiral into self-fulfilling prophecies. Hype yourself up, guys. You've got this. Start with some pre-game masturbation. Tell her you want to watch her touch herself. Not only will she love it, but it will help her get a head start in closing the orgasm gap. Bring tools to support you, like a cock ring or a condom. Condom will add an extra layer of separation, so your sensations are not too intense. Switch things up during sex. Stop and go back to oral. Oral doesn't have to be the prequel to sex. It can be just the right move to take a break in your thrusting. Or switch up the order in your sex positions. Leave the deep penetrative positions for the end. Start off with more spooning positions or standing positions. If you found yourself in a pinch and you're about to ejaculate, pinch it. Using your thumb and pointer finger, apply pressure to the urethra. The squeeze technique can help you last longer by pushing blood out of the penis, momentarily repressing the ejaculatory response. Our 7th tip is a common mistake. Most of us grew up masturbating quickly to porn to hide from our parents or siblings. And that habit may have persisted for the next 5 to 10 years or even into adulthood. But what we didn't realize is that we were actually conditioning ourselves to have premature ejaculation. So if you're wanting to control your climax, start by only allowing yourself to masturbate when you have time to give yourself. You want a good 15 to 20 minutes for this experience. It shouldn't be rushed within 2 to 3 minutes. This will allow you to practice lasting longer. My last tip for you, while you're masturbating, try to skip the porn. Porn is by far the most overstimulating thing for our arousal in the entire world. For some, it can take them to the point of ejaculation within seconds. So if that's how you masturbate every single time, that will be likely how you're going to perform with a partner. When we don't have porn, we become responsible for getting out of our heads and into our bodies, allowing us to create new pleasure pathways all on our own. So that's a wrap on our climax control program, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time on Just the Tip with Riley.